Hey guys, so welcome to another video, and in today's video it's a very special one. I am celebrating the 20th anniversary of Twister. Yes, it was 20 years ago today, back in May 10th, 1996, that Twister was released in the cinema. And so yeah, 20 years later. So I thought I had other editions besides the DVD and the Blu-ray. I thought I had the Laserdisc version. And I thought I also still had my VHS copy, but I don't anymore. I looked for it, couldn't find it. Same with the Laserdisc, so my guess is, I know for a fact my old VHS copy, I wore it down to the point where it was just really not even worth watching anymore, because I watched it so much I wore it out. So I don't even think I have it anymore. I think I threw it out. So I guess the only way I could ever decide if I were going to get it on VHS again is if I ever come across in my travels a sealed copy, then I'll buy it for the collection for I guess nostalgia reasons. But anyway, I also thought I had the soundtrack as well, and apparently I don't. I was looking through the soundtrack stuff and I couldn't find it. I swore I bought it. I don't know. So another thing I need to pick up is the HD DVD of this film as well. But anyway, let's talk about the DVD release and the Blu-ray release. So let's open it up. And actually, funny enough, I actually did make an old copy of my old VHS tape before I got rid of it onto DVD. But I'm never really going to watch this unless I absolutely want to. Here's the inside. The disc is actually still my PS4. I was watching it this morning. And you're probably curious, why did I watch the DVD version versus the Blu-ray version? Well, there's a few. The main issue with the Blu-ray version is, well, one, it's not really a good Blu-ray version, in my opinion. I feel like it could be a lot better. We'll start off with the picture. It's a very, very soft picture. It is slightly better than the DVD, but not quite, I would say, Blu-ray quality. I wouldn't be surprised if it's just the actual old DVD master from this that was transferred from this. Now, of course, this version is compressed, where this one is not compressed. However, I think this probably would look a lot better, which, knowing that all films now are getting a new 4K scan, I'm hoping they do a re-release of this film. In fact, I was kind of hoping they were going to do one for the 20th anniversary, but I heard nothing, and while it's the 20th anniversary, nothing happened, so. But overall, this release, I think it's piss poor, honestly. Well, first of all, there's... Well, in fact, both actually, I think, the nice thing is I think both actually do contain the exact same special features. So you have the director's commentary along with the super visual effects crew. And you also have the featurette, Chasing the Storm, Twister Revisited, History Channel, oh, actually, new one, History Channel documentary, because that's not on this one. Because I was actually watching the behind-the-scenes footage on this earlier. You have HBO First Look, The Making of Twister, which is on this one. The Van Halen music video, which is great, I love it. And the trailers as well. So I guess that History Channel documentary is new. And that's about it, actually. That's the only special feature that is missing on the DVD version. Now the audio, this one is actually superior to this one, because the Dolby True HD, it's not DTS Master Audio, it's just True HD audio, and I hate to say it, but it sounds very, very compressed. When I popped it in my PS4 and I tried to play it, I had to turn the volume up to almost like 50 before I actually got to hear some, a good, decent amount of sound, which for Blu-ray, I don't really have a problem with. So I was like, that's kind of odd. And I remember my DVD version had a DTS track, and as soon as I popped it in, I only had to go to 35 to even get to that quite. In fact, it was louder than when I turned up to 50 for this one, for only volume 35 on this one. And it didn't sound as compressed. So that also makes me wonder, with the early Blu-ray releases, they had what was called Dolby True HD, However, Dolby True HD, in fact, a lot of Blu-rays, I don't even think have it anymore. Of course, the first one I grabbed, DTS HD Master Audio. Yeah, I think that a Blu-ray actually, nowadays, yes, DTS HD Master Audio. Yeah, all modern Blu-rays have abandoned this Dolby True HD audio track because it's just, it's bad. It's compressed. It's like pretty much how Dolby Digital on DVD is. It's really, really bad. And for a movie like this, the audio is almost even more important than the visuals. And this only has the Dolby True HD 5.1 track along with the Dolby Digital track. So I decided to watch it on this with the DTS track. So, and you could definitely hear the difference easily. It was actually, so that's why I'm thinking, I actually went on Amazon because I knew this was released on HDVD first. And of course, HDVD has, what was it? I have an HDVD. Here's one. I'm going through some of my movies, reorganizing stuff. HDVD has, it's called Dolby Digital Plus. And I remember it was one of the first arguments that when they had the format war, that a lot of people that had to go to Blu-ray after HDVD complained that Blu-ray had compressed audio, where the HDVD had Dolby Digital Plus, which is uncompressed. So this is the movie Returns, by the way. So that makes me wonder if I was able to pick up this film on HD DVD, which would pretty much have identical, because actually it is a carryover from the HD DVD. I'm wondering if, obviously they changed the the audio track over, but the picture would be the exact same. But I'm wondering if the Dolby Digital Plus track will be uncompressed and actually just as superior as the DTS track on the original DVD. So part of me is wondering maybe I should pick up the HD DVD and try it out. They didn't have any on Amazon. Maybe I'll try eBay at some point. I don't know. But I do plan to pick it up just to have in the collection because I am a huge fan of this film. And I'll open up the Blu-ray as well. I don't think it's nothing special. Important notice, you must have a Blu-ray player in order to play this movie. Yeah, you can tell this is an older release. In fact, it's not even equal from the case. It's a normal Blu-ray case. So yeah, this is, when did this come out? 2008. So yeah, first run of Blu-ray. So yeah, Blu-ray has definitely abandoned the true Dolby True HD. So yeah, they abandoned that because it's bad. So so I'm hoping for a re-release and a remaster, a 4K remaster, along with maybe a 7.1 Dolby Atmos surround sound mix. That'd be nice. So, or even a DTS HD Master Audio, I'd be happy with. So, because this Blu-ray is, it needs an upgrade. So, so that's why I held on to the old DVD edition. So, because, yeah, why not? So, and I thought, like I said, I thought I had my old VHS copy. I don't. And I also thought I had a Laserdisc copy, which I think I do. I just have to keep looking. It's very, very hard. Laserdiscs have really thin spines, and then the little title on the side, it's always hard to read. So at least with DVD and Blu-ray, it's easy to read, but Laserdisc, it's stupidly thin. And a lot of times, because of the age of Laserdiscs, a lot of the bindings are worn out, so it's even harder to read to the title on the side, which means I got to pull them all out, flip through them like a record, and to find out, I can find the stupid title. But overall, I woke up early this morning to rewatch it, absolutely loved it, and great film. I actually haven't watched it yet with the commentaries. I probably should get around to that at some point. But, yeah. So if you have your old DVD release, keep it for the better audio. And I guess if you don't really care about that, you can have the Blu-ray, but it's the picture is very, very soft. It's not really that great of an HD copy, so that's why I'm in fact, now I know for a fact this is probably just an old DVD master. When they did this release, probably back in what, 2000? Yeah, 2000. So it's probably an old DVD master from that time. but it will look slightly better than this one because this one is compressed onto the disc, and this is not as compressed. I'm pretty sure this is probably like a 25 gig disc. It doesn't actually tell you. But anyway, overall, the 20th anniversary, guys. Just to give you an idea how old I was, and I'm aging myself here. Not really. I was 3 when this movie came out, so I didn't watch it until I was probably around 7 or 8 years old. Probably around there. So, which would be, what, 99? 98, 99, when I actually got around to actually watching this film. No, actually, I was what, 96? 96? No, I was 4 in 96. Sorry, not 4 in 96. Although, I would have been 4, I should say. I was 3, but I would have been 4 later in the year. So yeah, it was probably around, maybe around 99 to 2000 when I finally saw this film. But I've seen it at least, I would say, I've seen this movie probably at least 20 times, if not more. I've watched it in school at least twice growing up. I think the first time was in middle school, and then the second time was in high school at one point or another. And I've seen it on TV at least maybe half a dozen times too. So I've probably seen this film all the way through probably at least 10 times, and then catching on TV, and then at school probably another dozen, if not, maybe more. So, but I love the film, and apparently I need to pick up the soundtrack. So, like I said, I thought I had it, but I can't find it. So, anyway, guys, so the 20th anniversary of Twister. I want to hear your guys' thoughts on the film. What's your story of Twister? So, like I said, I grew up on VHS, and then eventually I bought this DVD, and then later on I bought the Blu-ray, and then, so yeah, I want to hear you guys, your history. Did you go to the cinema and see it? If not, what was your first experience watching Twister? I'd like to hear in the comments below. Well, guys, thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a like. If you like what you saw, please subscribe for more. And also check out my Facebook page, my Instagram page, along with my Twitter. Links will definitely be down in the description. And thanks for watching, guys. And yeah, another 20 years. Can't wait. And poor Philip Seymour Hoffman. Man, such a shame. But awesome film, guys. It still holds up pretty well today. So even the CGI doesn't look that bad. So you can definitely tell they did a lot of care. That's the other thing I don't get. Why is CGI from the 90s look so much better than now? Probably because they rush it so much. I don't know. But anyway, well, thanks for watching, guys. See ya.